That's Morocco. That area, the Mediterranean, right? Moorish. Because we're descendants of Moroccans, but we're born in America. That's key 15. I mean, yeah, key 15 all day. Okay, key 14, my bad. Why are we Moorish Americans? Because we're descendants of Moroccans and born in America. Okay, black, according to science, means death, right? A man cannot be Ethiopian. Why? Because Ethiopian means something divided. If we sit up here and we focus on being divided, then guess what? We're never going to have unity, because we're divided and then we're easily conquered, right? We're all fighting amongst each other. And then he went on to say something about women, and they sent a woman to do a man's job type of thing. And it was just like, look, I've been sent from ages ago. You know what I'm saying? I've been sent from the prophet himself. You know what I'm saying? The things that I've gone through, things that I've had to bear. You know what I'm saying? I might make it look like a cakewalk, but you're talking about somebody who has heavy, heavy, heavy ethers, heavy, heavy, heavy energy, heavy, heavy, heavy radiance. You know what I'm saying? I can make whatever I want. You know what? That might be arrogant to say that, but all I know is that this power that, I have, it doesn't come from me. It comes from the great God Allah. So if people want to, over it, it's like, look, that power only comes from the great God Allah, right? Any power in the wind, any power in the way that somebody moves their arm, it all comes from Allah. Now, if you have a twisted perception, right? If you are of the lower self, you're not being on the higher self, then anything can speak to you and say that this is bad, this is bad. You know what I'm saying? You can look at the word love and read it backwards and be like, oh, it's evil. This is evil. But it's all about your perception, right? It's all about your perception. Everything in life is about perception. You know what I'm saying? Your eyes, the sentinels that watch for thee, how often are they unable to distinguish truth from error? You know what I'm saying? Your eyes, the things that you use to perceive, can't even distinguish truth from error. And this is where the divide happens. Logical and spiritual, right? Heavily spiritual, right? Women are heavily spiritual. Our people are heavily spiritual. And then you're women and you're people, you're heavily spiritual, right? You're a great mother of this earth, right? I mean, or you come from them, right? It's up to you whether you want to be great or not. You know what I'm saying? If you want to stand up for something that you believe in or, not. If you want to stand up and do the work that you're called to do or not. You know what I'm saying? And we're greatly spiritual, so there's a logical aspect to things, and some people only operate off logic, right? Logic is, egotistical, vanity, all that stuff, that all runs the same course, where spiritual, humility, all those, spirits run the same way too, right? There's only two things in this world, right? So I don't want anybody to misunderstand anybody, you know what I'm saying? I want everybody to feel understood. I want everybody to, have their say. I want everything to be peachy. In my ideal place, that's how life would be. Everybody would know Moorish science, everybody in this day and time would know Moorish science. Everybody would know God. They would know themselves. They would know Allah. They would know how to treat one another. They would know how to be kind to one another. You know what I'm saying? They would read Quran and know how to act when it comes to the customs and, actions of every Muslim. They would know how to interact with one another. And this is why the Prophet said, I brought you everything that it takes to save you. Now take it and save yourselves, right? Because he cannot, I cannot, nobody can take a wand, wave a magical wand and say, look, you know what I'm saying? You have character. You know what I'm saying? You have appropriate, basically actions. You know what I'm saying? You exemplify the five highest principles known to man: love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Nobody can give that to you. You have to use it and save yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you're stuck in a situation or something like that, or you're feeling like, you know what I'm saying, you can't get out of something. I forgot what I was going to say, but let me just keep going. Basically, you know, that's you. That's that mentality of victimhood. That's that, you know, I don't want to feel guilty about this and I don't want to feel guilty about that. It's like, look, it's sad. It's a sad thing to see, but a lot of people in this world can be like that. They can be only out for themselves, only caring about themselves. So why bend yourself over backwards to go help people who don't care about you? You know what I'm saying? To be there for people who don't care about you. You know what I'm saying? You're not happy. They're not happy. Nobody's happy. So what do you need? You need to make a change. And that's why I said this world is still much change to be had. Because what? Because stuff still ain't, you know, right. Stuff ain't still going right. And so I don't want to focus just on a negative of this man. But I'm just going to use him as an example for today because this is, you know, how my day unfolded. And so he's really positive. He's always was willing to let me talk, let me teach. He was always willing to, you know, be respectful, right? Until today, we kind of encountered that. And you know what? In my actions, he didn't like what I said to him. He didn't like the truth, right? But the truth, you will not be offended at it, even if it forces itself upon you. And so right after he hung up my flag, I heard some ethers, you know what I'm saying? I peeped the ethers and it was kind of like, you know, and then that happened and it was like, okay. When he hung up the flag, right when he was standing up on the ladder, I got, you know, the ethers, right? And I was just like, I just waved it off. I don't care about what that, you know, bad spirit's trying to infiltrate. But now I look back, it was like, that was his spirit, right? What I was hearing or what I was sensing or picking up on. And then yeah, he busted open his finger and I said, that's judgment. I know that when I see it. And then he unfolded himself and revealed himself and I was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? None of this stuff is in my heart and mind, you know what I'm saying? If you really thought like that, he should have opened up his mouth and said it. Because one thing that I can't stand is a person who is too, like, I don't want to say gullible, but too timid, right? Not timid, because I don't even know if that fits, but just too much of a people pleaser that they don't speak up on what they really mean and what they really say. So what does that do? They hold it all in, and that doesn't feel good. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't feel good to hold nothing in. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like somebody, you need to burn them out, let them know. You know what I'm saying? If somebody doing wrong, you let them know. Anybody who knows me knows that I'm like that. I see somebody getting treated wrong in the streets, I'm the type of person to step in and be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? If I see something wrong going on and it's in front of my face, I'm the type of person to cuss somebody out, like, real quick.
Excuse me, Mom.
Some.
Can I?
Can you what? Because you really don't need to be interrupting me right now. What do you want to ask for? Because I'm on a video right now. See, you didn't need to ask me for that. You didn't need to come interrupt my video to do that. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, so next time, just come in here, bring it, and just get it.
So is that a yes?
That is a yes. And then you continuously interrupt my video. When it comes to children, though, you gotta be careful how you talk to them because they get their feelings hurt and stuff like that. So you can't just. But when it comes to a full-on adult, it's like, look, like, you know what I'm saying? You finna get this truth whether you like it or not. I'm finna be my truth whether you like it or not. And I'm finna be my truth no matter what nobody says to me, no matter what nobody says, how weird I look, blah, 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 blah. Because people can run their mouth all day and don't really say nothing. Run their mouth all day not really saying anything. You know what I'm saying? What's going on in this world today? I'm not even part of it like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not part of this world like that.
Mama,
you know what I'm saying?
ice cream sandwich?
I stepped up to the plate. I did what I was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying?
Mama,
yes, you can. Yes. I stepped to the plate. I did what I do, and I do it every day. Now it's like whoever else needs to step up to the plate because I'm not just. I can't do this all by myself, right? thank God for the prophet. You know what I'm saying? Thank God for the prophet, because honestly, if it wasn't for the prophet, I would be one of those people who are a people pleaser. Not only that, I would be deaf, dumb, and blind. I don't know who I would be without the prophet, just to be like 100% honest. You know what I'm saying? Because the prophet brought us back Islamism and all that stuff like that. You know, the prophet was the first one to bring back the Islamic faith, and everybody else, you know, these other people want to take it and twist it. Like, no, this is the truth, right? The Marcus Garvey Bay, you and I, you hear the Marcus Garvey Bay talking, you're like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? You hear the prophet talking, it's like, whoa, same thing, right? And the prophet said, if I could get you to think, you will save yourself, right? And he wants to get you to think so that you will be yourself. Like, oh my God, how much of a people pleaser would I be? You know what I'm saying? It's one thing if um, you know what I'm saying, you're around people and you trying to build something, you want something to work out, but it's another thing when you know it's not going to work out. You just in it because of this, that, the other. This, that, the other. Like, don't be afraid to lose nothing, because whatever is going to stick with you is going to stick with you. You know what I'm saying? You with the truth is going to stick with you. Point blank, period. There's nothing that could take you off of this path. You know what I'm saying? That's why we need, everybody to do their part, right? When it says in here, you are to be a part and a partial, right? Of all uplifting acts of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Must be okay. All members must promptly attend their meetings and become a part and impartial of all lifting acts of the Moorish Science Temple. When you see me make this video, share it. You know what I'm saying? The Moorish Science Temple of America, it was meant for our people, right? Black, so-called, whatever. The marks that were put on us, right? Put a mark on something, it's yours, right? If you answer that name black, then you still in slavery, basically. Ain't nothing changed, right? Like I said, the best slave is the one who doesn't need chains, right? The best slave is the one who doesn't need chains. And so they, with pen and paper, they wrote down, you're black. And you said, oh, I will take this, thank you. And now our people sit up here and fight amongst each other because they don't have any kind of culture. You know what I'm saying? They might dress the part, they might look the part, they might have the ill and the fay. They might even say Islam and peace and Assalamu alaikum and everything that you've never heard of. That's why it's like when people say Assalamu alaikum to me, I'll just be like, yeah, peace, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, I'll bless you up, for real. You know what I'm saying? You just saying it. You know what I'm saying? You just saying it. And that's the sad reality of it. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of stuff be having me in tears, because I'm just like, I love my people so much, and I work so hard for my people. You know what I'm saying? This is the only work that I do. A lot of people ask me, what do you do for money? Money. And it's like, yeah, I dibble and dabble a little bit, but this is really what I do. This is what is work. You know what I'm saying? Anything else, like, no. God provides me plenty of sustenance with this, so I don't need to go seek outside of this for anything else. You know what I'm saying? I believe in God to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that was what my day was like. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, and just that interaction today just showed me how much more that we need unity. This pushes me further. Instead of getting mad and be like, and this Negro did this to me. You know what I'm saying? Say he acting like a Negro and shit out here. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even about nothing. Instead of getting on that kind of vibe, it's just like, look, the great meeting is on. Like, we need to come together within each other, right? See these hands? We need to shake them with each other. You know what I'm saying? This new, new earth or whatever they call it, this newness and change that's coming about, we are going to have to shake hands with each other. And I feel like on the surface level, this is what we all want. Deep down inside, we need to change too. But just on the surface level, this is what we need right now. Deep down inside, we'll get to that part later. But right here, we need nationality, right? When the prophet is on the cover of this, uplifting the woman, who's drowning, right? She has humanity written on it. He has a fez on his head. He has the moon in the background, right? The moon is representative of, Islam, right? Divine light. This casting light onto the darkness. He's stepping up out of the water, right? The cares of the world, the shaky, all that, ups and downs. And he's stepping on solid rocks, salvation. Right? But I always like this part because he has a fez on, you know what I'm saying? He's a man who knows himself, right? I mean, by God, he's a prophet of Allah, but you know that he knows himself, right? He knows himself. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen a picture of a prophet? Even in this picture, which is very dark or whatever, like it's not even super clear. You can see his eyes and how they are. Now he has that look. It's like very serious. There's nothing to be smiling and laughing about right now. He's here to save humanity because when you raise up a woman, you raise up the nation. You raise up humanity. When you raise up a man, you just raise up an individual. So that's why the prophet said, you need to have a deeper appreciation for womanhood. You know what I'm saying? If you got a woman out there who ain't shit, excuse my language, no wonder why you don't have no appreciation for womanhood. You know what I'm saying? Get you one of them mystical, goddesses or whatever they call them. You know what I'm saying? Raise up your vibe, and then you're gonna have a deeper appreciation for womanhood. Too many times do I see women out here mothering grown men. Oh my goodness. Oh my. She ain't providing you nothing. Out the corner of my eye, I could see that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't about to trick me or fool me with nothing. Why? I walk through the fire, basically. You know what I'm saying? I've been with the prophet. Prophet walked through the fire himself. I've been through a lot, you know what I'm saying? I've been hanging out at the firehouse and stuff like that. Y'all too busy hanging out with the ice block, you know what I'm saying? Not getting nothing, just chilling, you know what I'm saying? At the firehouse, it'd be a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we gotta go put out fires. Sometimes we gotta, go help other people. Sometimes, really, really, we gotta dodge some shit, you know what I'm saying? Fire is about to make the structure collapse. Anyhow, I had a really good meditation today, though. I guess, it wasn't really too much about me, but, well, actually, I did have a meditation about me, because I meditate on other people and the things of this world, right? And it just showed me stuff that I needed to know, needed to see, you know what I'm saying? How many selves are there? To name them higher self and lower self. You know that you have a higher self, you know that you have a lower self. Just saying you're conscious. You know that you have a nationality, you have a free national name, right? The way that the prophet set up the Moorish Science Temple of America, it is a government. You know what I'm saying? It's our governing body. Nobody can tell us what to do. You know what I'm saying? Inside of the Moorish Science Temple of America and our internal affairs. Why? Because that's how it's set up. And that's how every government should be. Every people should have a government through which that they can go to that is their protection, you know what I'm saying, their leaders. And instead, our people are too busy fighting amongst each other that we don't even realize that we have our own government. It's been established since 1913. You know what I'm saying? The prophet said, if you guys don't be careful, you won't even know I've been here 50 years from now. Thank God the prophet is still here, because like I said, without the prophet personally, like in my personal life, you know what I'm saying, I'd be a people pleaser. I wouldn't know the truth or nothing. I don't even know what I would look like, to be honest. You know what I'm saying, I've studied Moorish Science for it's been a while now. You know what I'm saying? It's been a while now. You see what I'm saying? And my own people doubt me. I don't like it.
Mama?
I don't like it. That's why I say y'all need to get on the news. But I say, you know what?
Mama?
It's not gonna matter the news. None of that's gonna matter in a minute.
Mama?
To be honest.
Mama?
Yes.
What do you give a sick woman?
No, you cannot interrupt me. I don't want you getting into this pattern. A lemonade band-aid. Okay, bye.
No, it's lemonade.
Okay. See, when it comes to children, you have to form their habits. And if you haven't encountered Moorish science, you are technically a Moorish child, no matter how old you are. If you have not heard of Moorish science, if you have not got an introduction, a steady introduction to Moorish science, you are still a child. You know, when it comes to Moorish science. When it comes to Moorish science, you are still a child. So you have to be repeatedly told stuff. It has to be hammered into you until it becomes a part of you. And it becomes a part of you so much so that you actually start to do it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody has to tell you so many times, live the truth, be the truth, live the truth, be the truth. You know what I'm saying? Stop being a people pleaser. Stop hiding. Stop, dimming down who you are just to fit in. Like, be you, stand out a little bit. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you ain't gotta have all the flashy stuff on, you know what I'm saying? As a girl, you know what I'm saying, I'm a little bit more flashy than as a girl, as a woman, people also judge you, you know what I'm saying? If you don't look girly, then you know what I'm saying, and you got this very strong vibe, people are gonna be, joking around, but you're a man and all this stuff, but it's like, you know what I'm saying, I got a strong vibe and I come with it and I bring it because that's just who I am. And so then I just dress up a little bit girly too, just to be presentable. Because, the prophet and the forerunner of the prophet, the prophet, if you look at pictures of him, and all his pictures, he's looking sharp, you know what I'm saying? He's looking good. You know what I'm saying? He has his shoes. He ain't got no sneakers or no tennis shoes on. He ain't got no jeans on. You know what I'm saying? He got his slacks. He got his nice, I don't know what to call them. I want to say church shoes. And then he got his garb. It looks like a thobe kind of, but it's a garb. And he got his sash, and he has his collared shirt on underneath there, right? So he has like, something like a garb. Like, I call this a garb, but underneath it he has like business wear. You know what I'm saying? Like a suit and a tie, right? And then he has his fez on, his holy headdress, and then Marcus Garvey Bay, he always was dressed like that too, with the hats, right? You see the prophet with the hats, and then with the little feather, and then with his turban, and he has a Moorish, and one of the pictures on my, some of my pages, he has the Moorish prince garb on, right? Because he's the one who went over to I forget the name always of the president, but he went to one of the presidents when he was in the flesh, right? When he was in the physical. And he said, where's the Moorish flag? I want the Moorish flag. The president, whoever it was, he wasn't the president at the time. He was like a senator or something like that at the time. And he said, what flag, or what are you talking about? And he's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go get it for you. He came back and gave him a red banner and slid it across the table. And he's like, nope, I came for the Moorish flag, the one with the 5-pointed green star in the center. And he went back, he got the flag, right? And and they were just like astounded by the fact that he knew that they were trying to trick him, basically, or that they were giving him the wrong flag, right? Because on the flag, what do the 5 points represent? Key 20, love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Islam. Key 21, how old is our flag? It's over 10,000 years old, right? And the 102, it says it's over 50,000 years old, right? And so if you study the star on the flag, it's the seal of Solomon, right? You have to know who Solomon was, right? I don't even know this, some of the stories of Solomon aren't even in the Bible, right? But our people are the people of the book, right? Your forefathers, your great forefathers are the people of the book. And that's something that our people just don't know. You know what I'm saying? You don't know your own history. You don't know where you came from. You don't know, how to even treat one another. You don't even know how to be in unison with one another. And this is what the prophet comes to solve. He wants to fix the solve, right? To heal your broken heart. To heal your mind, you know what I'm saying? Your pain and brokenness, you know what I'm saying, that can be felt on this plane, on the soul plane, You need to heal that, right? Especially if you have great big old ethers, you know what I'm saying? You get broken, the whole world gets broken, you know what I'm saying? So you got to heal that no matter what, you know what I'm saying? No matter what it takes. And so the prophet comes to give you all the tools that you need to heal yourself, right? Marcus Garvey Bay, the forerunner of the prophet, he said, always be presentable, right? So, he does that. Or you can do that. And people think that one little thing can't spark big change. It's like, it's always something little that sparks big change. It always is. One post, you know what I'm saying? One post on social media can spark a huge amount of change. You know what I'm saying? One word, one act, one anything. You know what I'm saying? You want to change your life and change the way that things are going in your life? Cool, do that, because guess what? When you get older and whenever you look back on your life, you can say, you should definitely be like, look, I made all the choices I had to make my life, you know what I'm saying? Just like us as a people, we have all the choices laid out before us to make, ourselves. And if we're gonna sit here and be divided and we're gonna sit here and call each other black, then it's like, we're not gonna have nationality, then we can't have the Moorish Science Temple of America, right? Because the Moorish Science Temple of America is for the Moorish, right? The Moorish Americans. It's not for the black people, right? If you're gonna be a black person, you're gonna be 2/3 of a person, whatever they call